what made Maury real is that there's nothing realer than a DNA test. There's nothing realer than a DNA test. And when the results came out, there's nothing that girl can do to hide the fact that this guy that she thought, that she swore up and down, cried about, made him the number one enemy in the whole crowd. And the results came back that he wasn't the father. Oh man. So sometimes it was sad, but most of the time it was funny. And you know, I just, for a person that, took the time out of his life, decades, 30 years, for mainly black people on the show. You had Mexicans time to time, you had white people, but let's keep it 100. Maury was most of the time 90% black people. And for a man like Maury to take his time and deal with 30 years, new episode after new episode of niggas bullshit. You invited to a barbecue for life, you know what I mean? Wherever you go in the hood, it don't matter where you go, you always invited to the barbecues. Real talk. Like, I appreciate Maury, man. Like, he tried, man. But, this is 3 decades of different generations of women that can't find their dads. After a while, it's like, am I really helping? Are these women even learning? 3 generations, you know what I'm saying? Your mom, your grandma, your great grandma, all these women have a hard time finding who's the father of their child. That means you need to slow down. That means you need to slow down. If you don't know the father of your child, you need to slow down. And it's crazy because it's like, okay, 3 generations, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And, he had this one girl, I think she brought like around 7, 8 men on the show. Oh no. 7, 8 men. They just all walking out there. Some dudes wasn't even tripping. They was like, man, if I'm the father, I'm the father. You ain't the father, Had a little smirk on their face, but they was kind of, it's kind of, they feel kind of bad for her, because every time she heard the word, you're not the father, she came, running like a track star all the way to the back of the room crying. And like, I don't understand that part. Like, you keep running all the way to the back. You knew what you was doing during that time. You knew you was doing some dirt. You need to take accountability for the dirt you was doing at that time. You was doing dirt at that time. Now you sit here for dangling dudes, lying to them, telling them that they're the father of your child, and there was no speculation, there was no DNA proof. That's where Maury came in. Maury came in with the real life DNA proof. And nothing, you can do nothing, you can't go against DNA. DNA, when you have DNA proof, you are done. So, that's what I'm saying. That's why I love Maury, man. Like, he was a key instigator all the way till he could, 30 years of just straight instigating, straight new episodes, straight trolling, always kept people laughing, you know. Sometimes, brother feels sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, I'm throwing some Maury just to get my laugh on. Sometimes, when you just chilling, and some people like watching shows and stuff, you just chill in the afternoon, you throw on Maury just to get a couple of laughs and cracks. They still gonna show the reruns, but I don't care. I started watching that stuff. I started watching TV basically, period. So, yeah. So, I was just giving my respect to Maury, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did his best for the black community. He did his best for black women, but then we at the point of no return. We're at the end of days. When Maury's like, fuck that. I'm done. I'm trying to live my life now. I'm not trying to sit here and try to solve a puzzle that will never be solved. Y'all never know who the dad is. I'm not gonna keep going through that, giving y'all these free tests cost a lot. If you just irresponsible and doing things like that, you don't know who the father of your child is. That is your responsibility. Maury's gone. Out.